Hi everyone, greetings. My name is Bongai Munguni. I just want to share with you my academic journey, my stories, and I will just say the title of my story is Dreams Do Come True. Yeah, dreams do come true. Let's get started. As I've said, my name is Bongai Munguni. I was born in Zimbabwe in 1990. Unfortunately, my father passed on in 1995 before I started my grade 1. I started my grade 1 well in 1997. Then my mother was working at tea farms, trying to support us. Then during the planting season, she will be in Mozambique doing the farming and all the stuff so that we have food. Then I was in Zimbabwe. I will be in Zimbabwe with my 3 brothers. So I was the one responsible for fetching water, and there were baboons along the way, and I was also afraid of even the dogs. It was just a difficult time, just staying alone as kids when our mother was away. Then my mother decided to take me with her to Mozambique so that I stay with her. And there was a school nearby our village, like it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes walk. I didn't like to go to that school because one, it was now being taught in Portuguese. Portuguese was the language of instruction. Two, the school was like half built. The classrooms were just built up to the half, to the window level. Then it was just not well built, and there were few teachers at that school. However, there was another school in Zimbabwean side, which was a bit very far away, but students will go to that school daily. I decided to join them. I decided to join. I thought it would be a good idea, and it was really actually a good idea. Only the problem was that we had to wake up. I think we were waking up at 5 a.m. every day and run to Zimbabwe to school, like for 4 hours, running, jogging. Every day we arrive sometimes at past 9 a.m. School would have started at 8 or sometimes 7:30. So I was always late. And the teachers were not happy that I am always late. And my headmaster would beat me, my teacher would beat me also. I had to really ask after some time to say, please, my teacher, do not beat me. I come from far away. I'm traveling from 2 countries, like from Mozambique to Zimbabwe daily. Then he stopped beating me. Then when we were going to school also, there was no time to take a bath. There was no time to change your clothes. We just slept in the same clothes that we go with to school. In the morning, you just wake up and wash your face, then run again to school. Passing through the Zimbabwean Mozambican border, then we couldn't also carry food. It would be heavy because we had to run. If we walk, we will not actually arrive at school. Then during the day, there was no food at school. There was also no one to give us food, and also we also didn't have money to buy food at school. So you just spend the whole day without eating anything, sometimes drinking water, or if it's the wild fruit season, then we can have guavas, we can have other wild fruits, but otherwise it was just, we just spend the whole day hungry and eat at home. Then also, I was going barefooted, like for most of my primary school. I didn't have shoes, so I just have to run that long journey barefooted. There was no problem. But at school, it was really nice. We had lovely teachers. They were teaching us, and we have books. We all have a classroom. We have chairs to sit on. A school was really nice for me. Although I was late, but I was enjoying to be in class. Then at home also now, we will not arrive earlier because it will be very difficult to if you leave at 4 a.m. to arrive home. We had to sneak away every day to run away from school so that at least we arrive home about past 7 to 8. When everyone had finished eating their supper. So we'll be having cold supper, and it will be the only meal again. Then it went well for some time until it was difficult for me to arrive home. So I slept at my friend's place for 3 consecutive days. I was just not reaching home, but sleeping at my friend's place, at their home actually. Then from there, I would go back to school, come back and sleep at their place. So my parents were not comfortable that I'm no longer arriving home and they were not sure whether I will even be at school, but I was at school. I was in grade 6, and we were revising after 4 p.m., having some revisions. So I wanted to attend for that revision so that I read with others and pass as well. But if I wait for revisions, it would be difficult for me to arrive home. There was a forest I was afraid to cross at night. So that's why I was sleeping at my friend's place. Then my parents had to tell me that I must drop out. I can't be going to school and not reaching home. If I cannot be home, then I can't be at school. I tried to contest that idea, but I was young, and my parents said the final say. I had to drop out. It was really difficult and a painful thing to do. I spent 3 years home. I was hoping my parents would change their idea. Then, fortunately, in 2004, after like staying for about 3 years home, I managed to go to school just to register and write for my grade 7 exams, and I passed well. Then, for Form 1, my parents also did not allow me to go again. Then, after some time, they allowed me to go, but just permission, not school fees, just permission. But to me, it was enough. I went to a N and Learn school where we would work for our school fees and learn at the same time. So we will wake up 6 a.m. No, 6 a.m. we must be in the tea field. So we're working about 5 a.m. In the tea field, we will be picking tea leaves or coffee beans or planting maize or any other job, but between 6 a.m. and 12 midday. Then from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. we will be in class. That's where we will be doing all our lessons. Lunch was between 12 midday and 1 p.m. So that was our life. Whether it is raining, whether it is cold, whatever situation, we have to be at the farm and also at school. It was really honestly a tough time, but I was happy myself that I am at school, and we had lovely teachers, we had textbooks. Life was good. I managed to pass. Then for my A levels to do Form 5 and 6, unfortunately I was no longer feeling well, so I couldn't continue at that school. So I had to drop out, and I was now working as a maid, trying to raise my money for just for registration. I was studying other students' book like at home. They will go to school, then they will give me their notebook so that I can study at night. Then during the day, I'll be working in different houses, just scrubbing floors or babysitting. Then sometimes if I don't find work most of the time, I will be studying under a tree, just take my books and study under a tree because I didn't have any library to go to or any school because I was not registered with any school. I managed to do that in 6 months. I managed to do my A levels and wrote and passed. Fortunately, I found a scholarship to do my first degree at the University of Zimbabwe. I didn't know about what program to do with my subject I have done. I had done accounting, mathematics, and economics. So I managed to do, I was given, actually, I was allocated economics degree. I didn't know what was that program. What did economics talk about or teach about? But when I was in class learning about economics, laws of demand and supply, microeconomics, macroeconomics, I fell in love with the subject. I'm like, this is what I want. It talks about the society and the government. I'm so happy that this university gave me that program. I managed to do my first degree. I had friends at school. Then I got a scholarship. I finished my first degree. And then I managed to do also my master's degree at the same university. I was now a teaching assistant. Then I told my student that if you want to do well in life, do not focus on yourself or just working hard to be the highest student at one university. It doesn't make sense. There are a million universities in this world. Fight to understand the subject. Fight to know what you are learning about. And the best way to do that is to do group work. Work as a class, work as a team. Understand economics, not to understand to be a highest student. It doesn't pay. Even if you are not a highest student, but you have 99% over 100 on econometrics or any economic subject, it's better off than to be a highest student with a 50% or even 5%, you not knowing anything, but you are a high student in your class. It doesn't pay off. So that's my advice to everyone who is at school, that work hard, work as a team, and understand what you are learning, not just to learn to get a certificate or a paper. Just learn or study to understand what you are reading about. That's what pays. Okay, thank you. And I am happy that I managed to tell that to my students when I was now teaching at master's level, and they did well, those guys, and I'm still in contact with them. Excuse me. Then I managed to I applied for my PhD at the University of Cape Town in South Africa, where I am doing PhD in economics. I didn't have enough money. I was just saying, the Lord who paid for my first degree, may He pay also now for my PhD. And I got a scholarship. I am so happy. I no longer need to scrub anyone's floor or to worry about or to drop out at university. No, every time I just submit, sorry about that, I just submit my name, excuse me, I just submit my name and my registration number, then the university take it from there. I will be fully registered. No need to drop out. No need to worry about. Actually, after the university pay for my tuition, I also remain with some change, the stipend. So it's like I'm being paid to be at school. But when I was young, it was really difficult to be in class. I had to do all those jobs. So I'm happy that I managed to work hard when I was really, really young, and now it's paying off. Then in 2019, I got another scholarship to do another PhD at the University of Bristol in the United Kingdom, PhD in social policy. So I'm doing two PhDs at one. So PhD in economics at the University of Cape Town and PhD in social policy at the University of Bristol. But I'm researching on women poverty. So, but when I graduate, I will have two doctorates. So I'll be called Doctor. But I don't want to go on PhDs. I want to be a professor very, very soon. So that's where I am aiming for, or I am hoping for. I just dream. That's my dream. So, yeah, that's my story. I want to encourage each and every one of you that don't worry about whatever you are going through. It's life. Just continue to dream. Dreams do come true. Continue to have a big picture. Now, after all that I've went through and my little achievement now, I'm not thinking about myself to say, what do I become? What do I want? I'm thinking about what does the community want? Where I come from, few people manage to go to school or to trek all those 4 hours to go to school. So I'm thinking about how can we solve that problem so that we have good quality schools in our village. That would be like a 5-minute walk for children to go to school. No need to be sleeping in other people's houses just because you want to go to school. We want to solve that problem, not for one person, but for the community. So you see, I have a bigger dream, not of thinking for myself, but thinking for the whole community, and it is keeping me going. It is keeping me seeing to say, what do I need to do? What, because I'm thinking about the communities, I'm thinking about the country and other people. And that's another thing that I want to encourage you to do. Then also, I have been to various countries. I've been to Germany, I've been to Senegal, Mauritius, Kenya, Tanzania, and I'll be flying all the time. Honestly speaking, I'm really tired of going to the airport. You have to wake up at a certain time so that you catch your flight. My dream is actually that may the good Lord give me some money so that I buy my own helicopter. I still stay in my rural village and I love that place. So I want to be able to fly from one country to another because I'm thinking about communities. I don't want to help one country. I want to be able to help as many countries as the Lord will allow me. So I really need a helicopter so that I'll be able to fly from one place to another without going through the airport. And also, when I'm coming from wherever I'm going, the airport is far away from my place. They will have to drop me somewhere at the airport. Then I need some other vehicle to take me from there to my place. So it's really, it's actually wearing me up. But it's a bit funny for me to think that flying is, I'm getting bored by flying, considering I was running 4 hours to go to school. But I'm like, it's life, it changes. I must embrace it. Yes. So that's my motivation to you. Go ahead, go and dream. Do not stop. Go and dream big because dreams do come true. I hope you have been inspired. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.